looking at how we deal with the fast fashion industry and disrupting that fast fashion industry. And for those of people who aren't sure what fast fashion is cheap clothes made quickly to fit with current trends. So kind of years ago, we might go and do our shopping kind of 2 seasons. You'd have a summer season and a winter season, and you'd go and you buy those clothes. And now new clothes are coming into the shops almost on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So there's this kind of huge demand, and in actual fact, unfortunately the UK is the epicenter of Europe for fast fashion. So we are buying a massive amount of this very cheaply made fashion that in the creation of that fashion has an impact on both the environment and on the people who are working in that industry. And then it's kind of, well, what do we do with it? In actual fact, I've got my little statistics here.
Handy notes.
My handy notes, because I can never remember them. 1 in 3 garments in the UK are only worn twice. And I have to say, I've got some pieces of clothing that I've had for about 20 years. So I know that some people absolutely wear their clothes until they're threads, but a lot of people kind of buy and then they're left with it, and then it's kind of, oh, what do we do with that? And that whole process, as I said, it needs to be disrupted. The clothing industry provides about 10% of our greenhouse emissions globally. It's got a huge, as I said, this kind of massive impact on social and environmental justice that we really need to address. So that's what I'm interested in.
And I've heard horror stories about people returning clothes and the clothes just being burnt or thrown straight into landfill, or entire rails of clothes just no longer being able to be sold. Maybe it's got a particular brand, the labels being cut out, and these clothes just going onto landfill.
Well, about $500 billion a year are dumped or burned of brand new clothes that haven't been sold. So we've got this massive amount of clothing. A lot of those clothes, as you said, either go to landfill or are burned or are shipped off to more the developing countries. Tends to be within Africa as well. So you have these massive kind of dumps of, unwanted brand new clothes.